Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe if you are new here, and today's video is going to be a full coverage Friday video. I know, I missed like 2 weeks in a row. I know, I'm sorry. I'm in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy and it is just killing me. So I apologize for that, but I do have a new one for you today, and I will be testing out a foundation that is pretty new on the market. So if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, join our family, help us grow. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Those all will be linked in the description below. So check that out if you want to see some more like behind the scenes stuff, or like more stuff about my pregnancy, or just whatever. Keep up with me a little bit better, and yeah. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also leave me a comment down below on what foundations you guys want to see in the future. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to mention right now, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright, so for foundation today, I am going to be using the new Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation, so I'm very excited to see how it works, see how it lasts, see how it covers, everything. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back and doing these videos for you guys, because I know it's been a hot minute since I've done one. I'm just going to start by priming, and I'm going to be using my No Problem Prime Essence. I still love this stuff, still use it religiously. So this is what I'm going to be priming with. This is a matte foundation, so I did make sure I went ahead and like really prepped my skin well, because I have normal to dry skin. So I prepped my skin really well. I used a hydrating mask, I used moisturizer, I'm using a hydrating primer, all the works. And I want to say a lot of you guys have been commenting about how much better my skin is looking and how much it's clearing up, and yeah, I'm very excited for that. My skincare is doing a great job right now. But if you want to check out my skincare routine and see what I have been doing to clear up my acne, I will leave a link in my description for you guys, so check that video out if you have questions about what I'm doing with my skin. Alright, so for the foundation, I am in the shade 3.02, hopefully, but I am going to go in with a sponge and a brush, a sponge on this side, a brush on this side. This is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge, and then this is the Morphe M439 brush. Those are the two tools I'm going to use to see how it does. Few things first that I want to mention about the foundation. The foundation is called the Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, so it is a long-wearing foundation. It retails for $36. It is a matte finish, and it is for all skin types. It comes in 40 shades, and it claims to be waterproof and sweat resistant, so that's pretty amazing. I'm going to start on this side of my face, the sponge side, and see how it does. The foundation is pretty thick, like it's not coming out or anything. So this is supposed to be full coverage, so I'm not going to go in with like a ton. We'll build up if we have to. I'm sorry if you can hear my daughter in the background. She's in the living room playing, and she refuses to go in her bedroom. So I am just going to start blending this out. Wow, this coverage is nice. Because the foundation is a bit thicker, I would definitely say go in with a light hand first, a light layer, and then build up if you have to. But honestly, this coverage is phenomenal. I don't feel like I need to layer it at all. It does, like, it's definitely because it is a thicker foundation, I do look like I have makeup on. This is definitely like a foundation I would wear if I was like full glam, but the finish is really pretty. It doesn't look terribly heavy. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the brush side really quickly and see how the brush performs with this foundation. I feel like a sponge is going to be my best bet though, because this foundation is so thick and so matte. But I still want to show you guys what the finish is going to be like with a brush instead. Also, you do want to work really quick with this foundation, because it is drying down really quickly. Okay, so that is the foundation all on this side. That's one layer on, and definitely like it better with a sponge. It was really hard to work it in With the brush, I really had to work at getting it blended in. It didn't move well with the brush, and it took a lot longer. So for that reason, I do like the sponge more. The coverage it offered with the brush was still phenomenal, and it looks good. Like, it doesn't look bad at all. I do, though, notice that it blended into my pores a lot better. Like, it covered my pores a lot better with the brush than it did with the sponge. Not like terribly, and it's not something you would be able to notice unless you like stood like right here. But I can see it, like, you know, up close looking in a mirror. The finish over here is still really nice, but this side just looks a tiny bit more hydrated than this side does. But yeah, those are my thoughts for right now. I'm going to give you guys a close-up so you can see what it looks like for yourself, and then I will update you when all of my makeup is on, and I will give you another close-up so you can see what it looks like with powders and stuff sitting on top of it, and then I will update you guys at the end of the night. And before I forget, it is currently 3:08 p.m., so I'm going to wear this as long as I possibly can, and then I will update you guys. Okay, so here's a full face view. Also blended better around my mouth on this side than it did on this side. Here is the sponge side of my face. And here is the brush side of my face. So I'm completely done with all of my makeup, and I think that the foundation looks pretty good. This is definitely a more foundation, like a more full coverage foundation that I would want to wear like for a night out or something, just because the coverage is so full and it is a heavier foundation. It is a tad bit dry on my skin, and it's not something somebody would notice. It is just something I notice, and I look up really, really close to the mirror. It's not one of those foundations that's gonna look like skin. This is definitely like a glam night out kind of foundation. It's not something I would want to wear like in the daytime all day, unless I know I'm gonna have to wear it for a really, really long time, because this is supposed to be water resistant, sweat proof, and 24-hour wear. So yeah, all of my makeup applied on it really nicely. Everything went on smoothly, even though I didn't set the foundation. I think that it looks pretty freaking good, but for like a more natural day, it's not like my top choice. But it is a really nice foundation so far. It is on the heavier side though, so keep that in mind. I don't know how much you'll be able to tell in the close-ups, how actually dry it looks on my skin or how heavy it kind of looks. But just if you decide to try this out, if you decide to get a sample of it, just keep that in mind. It is a thicker foundation, so it is a little bit heavier. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a close-up really quickly so you can see what it looks like with all my makeup on. So here is a full face view. Here is the sponge side. Here is the brush side. Alright guys, so I am back, and it has been about 7 hours. It is currently 10:22, and I put this on around 3 o'clock, and yeah, I'm going to update you guys on what my thoughts are. So I haven't really looked at myself in the mirror, but I have been paying attention to other things, and this foundation looks like I just put it on. Like, it looks so good still. There are a few minor things that I want to point out. Okay, so the majority of my face looks really, really good. There are a few things that I do notice though, is that right here around my nose it got a little cakey. Most foundations do that, so that doesn't surprise me at all. It did kind of settle into my smile lines just a little bit, nothing crazy, nothing too noticeable. I think if I would have set that area a little bit better, that I probably could have avoided that completely. The majority of my face looks really, really good. It does kind of like cakey right here in the fold of my chin from my upper or from my bottom lip, because I do have a pretty prominent fold right here underneath my lip. So it does look like it kind of cracked up right there a little bit. And then another thing that I noticed that has nothing to do with me actually looking at myself is that I didn't set my entire face. I just set where I put concealer. So I set my chin, I set my forehead, I set underneath my eyes. But I didn't set my whole face. So that being said, every time I touched my face, the foundation did dry down pretty matte. There is a slight tackiness to it, but every time I would rub my face or touch my face, the foundation did come off a tiny bit. So I wouldn't say that this is like transfer resistant unless you set it. Also, I think I got some like on my shirt somewhere. I don't know if you can see it on here, but I saw it in the mirror. I don't know which side it is, but I got a little on my shirt. So I wouldn't say it's transfer resistant at all unless you set it with a powder, but I probably wouldn't set it with a powder because I am more normal to dry. But it did definitely wear better. Like, it looks better now than it did when I first put it on, for sure. My oils did help. I do like looking dewy. I do like looking luminous. So after like my oil started to like settle in, the foundation didn't look so dry and so matte on my skin. So I really appreciated that. Overall, I really like this foundation. I think this is a great foundation for nighttime or like a really long day. If you are oily, I would definitely set it. If you are normal to dry, you could probably skip that step completely. It's up to you. It's whether or not you like a matte finish or not. And if you want that finish, just stay that finish. But yeah, it does look pretty freaking good on my skin still. And I am really liking the finish a lot more now than I did when I first put it on. So those are my thoughts, guys. I am pretty happy with this foundation. I would definitely wear this for like a glam day, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a close up and let you guys see for yourself what I'm talking about, and then I will close out this video. So here's a full face view. I can see it kind of settled into my smile lines. Also does look a little oily, a little cakey around my nose. Also, this area, like, it didn't apply well to begin with, so it did kind of rub off right here. Here is the sponge side. Here is the brush side. Alright guys, so that is it. Those are my final thoughts. I know I look crazy. I know my hair was crazy in this entire video, but I was extremely tired today. So I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys can see past it. Anyways, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've tried this foundation out and what you thought about it. And if you have oily or dry skin and if it's worked for you. Also, if you want to try this foundation out, you can go get a sample of it at your Sephora. And yeah, try it out a couple of times before you actually decide to buy it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.